could take her out, but there she goes, picking up the Mega Health right on cue. 136 to 40 now. Will she be able to acquire yellow armor as well? She will. Now take a look over at Miss X, 160 armor of 67 life, and they are both in a very nice shape to battle, and they're going to on the upper level by the rocket launcher spawn. Miss X landing some very nice plasma shots on the Missy, leaving her with only 95 life, and if she could just get to her and throw a few more of those plasma balls on her, she could have another frag on the scoreboard.
So this is going to basically tell us how important that red armor is, because Miss X did steal away one of those red armors, and she's trying to use that to her advantage. Still holding on to 98 armor, now has the Mega Health. She's gone to the red armor break, and she's listening for it. Missy comes into the line of sight, but look at that rail coming out from Missy, landing yet again. These guys are pretty evenly matched right now with 140 health, 32 armor for Miss X. And Missy over there with 97 health, 136 armor. These guys are ready for a duel, and we want them to give it to us. Miss X right now going for that rail. She's taking her time. She's actually slowing this down, and she's going to come into view just in time to get nailed by a shot from her opponent, Missy. So Miss X, you know, she had everything she needed to get into a good battle and potentially gain her second frag. Missy's aim completely stopped her in her tracks.
And it was a beautiful prediction as well. She was creeping along the bridge, knew her opponent was coming up to get a rail, and she had that crosshair ready for her when she appeared through the corridor. Missy now 136 of 71, Miss X a 91 of 100, and that last battle was the closest I've seen their life and armor meters throughout the entire match. Missy has stayed well above Miss X for the duration of the 9 minutes and 10 seconds that have passed so far. We're going to have another battle. Miss X just throwing a rocket down onto the red armor, trying to do a little damage, heal off a little bit of that life and armor that Missy has gained the advantage over her, and she's going to move to the pillar hall right now. Miss X on the opposite side of the map, trying to stay as far away from her as she can until she powers up and she's ready to do battle on her terms.
So an important thing to note that is you know, Missy's up 6-1, right? If she wins this one, this isn't over though. Miss X is going to have to lose twice for this to be Missy's win. I mean, this is just one match. She's got to get the 2 wins to actually become the Miss QuakeCon finalist winner, grand final, super duper goddess of everything. So 9 minutes, 55 seconds having gone by, we're down to about the 5-minute point, and it is pretty safe to say as we get up to an 8-1 score that Miss X can no longer stand by and let Missy come to her. She's going to have to start chasing her down. Miss X does have the red armor briefly there, now trying to get some damage in, using that plasma gun. Missy with a full complement of weapons, able to just toss everything at Miss X, and Miss X is going to have to hide among the pillars at the yellow armor and hope that she can get a hold of that yellow, and instead she's going to catch a rail right between the eyes and find herself in a precarious position of losing this first match. Currently 9-1, 10 minutes, 35 seconds gone by.
And you know, Trillian, I've just not seen the things I need to see to be able to say that I think Miss X can come back now. Missy is just playing too strong. I think she's got Miss X shaken up with her item timing. But you also got to wonder, is the sensitivity problem she was having before the match coming into play here?
Of course, it's like anything. When you're on the net, you got to deal with lag. But when you're on LAN, something else is always going to be different because you're not using your computer. You're using your peripheral, but not your computer. And that's going to cause some problems. As we do have a, what was that right there? I think we saw, yep, sure enough, Missy blowing herself up. Miss X down to 10 health, hoping to get a frag there, but Missy stole the glory from her, but did make this game a little bit closer, but not close enough for Miss X to make her come back. She really needed to get the frag and be able to start a conversion run if she's going to stand any chance. Right now, 8-1, 7 frag difference. We're down to the final, what, 3.5 minutes left to go?
3.5 minutes to go. 100 life, 71 armor for Missy, and she is just waiting for a Mega Health or Red Armor spawn. They come within moments of each other, and she has timed them that way on purpose as she drops down for the Mega Health, and she's going to come back up and attack the Red Armor from above the bridge, taking a moment to just tiptoe her way through. There's the Red Armor, timed absolutely perfectly for her to get to it. Taking both of those towers up, she is very strong right now. Throws the rocket from the bottom level up to the mid level. Miss X will receive some splash damage from that shot as she backs off to the armor shard hallway, takes those up as well, taking every inkling of anything that Miss X would want to get her back into this game from her.
So 12 minutes, 15 seconds have gone by. We're down to the final moments, and honestly, Miss X, you know, what do you do in this situation? If you're aggressive, you're going to lose another rocket, claiming yet another point on the board. This is not what I expected to see in the finals, as we are seeing Miss X getting obliterated by her clanmate and her opponent. I mean, this is her friend that normally she's playing side by side with, and right now it has to be her enemy. So we're looking at this. What, we got 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes left to go. Battle over the yellow armor, and once again, Missy using those rockets to slap Miss X right back down to starting over from scratch.
Absolutely pinned her against the wall, putting her on the board 10-1 right now. And you know, like you said, if Missy wins this, there's another map, and there's plenty of time in between those 2 maps for Miss X to figure out what changes she needs to make to her configuration and possibly take the next match.
Well, plenty of time depending on how you look at it. Last time it took an hour to figure it out, and obviously at this point in time on the main stage, they don't have all that extra time to get things worked out. So Miss X may be stuck with a disadvantage, but you know, Missy is possibly at the same disadvantage. I mean, they're using the same mouse, the same drivers, and unfortunately Miss X just hasn't had much luck getting that set up quickly just the way she likes it. You know, very particular, very used to the way she is using her mouse in all the competitions that she does. It's hard to make that change. So we're looking at it, 13 minutes, 50 seconds. Miss X has said already, not even at the final minute, good game. And it's understandable. I mean, it is a 9-frag game, and in 60 seconds, that's not going to change in any way. It's going to benefit Miss X. But we'll find out what that next map is. And for now, watch these final battles, because Miss X really needs to utilize this final 50 seconds to continue to get used to that sensitivity.
Make herself comfortable, right?
Absolutely.
With disadvantages.
You just can't give up, and I think we've talked about this in some of the other games. You got to make the most of the time, even when you know you're not going to win. It's not going to help you any if you check out of the game knowing you're going to be playing another
You still
match.
have to play like you can take it back. And granted, you can make so many spawn frag runs on a GM6, but by a long shot, it's tough to make a 9-frag stretch.
Absolutely. We're looking at the final 20 seconds of play. Got a Shack and Rocket coming out. Miss X finally getting her 2nd frag of the game. It's almost like that's all she wanted, was to be able to get that 2nd frag and say, okay, listen, I can take you out of this game. I have to look at that gauntlet battle to give us the final score. These guys having some fun times. Missy does win that gauntlet, but it's 12-2.
To be fair, I don't think Miss X had her hands on the keyboard at the moment for that gauntlet. I'm just saying.
Okay. You just had to ruin it for all of us.
Look
at all these people. They're just looking at you going,
so disappointed.
Why? We could have enjoyed the gauntlet battle.
It was a nice gauntlet. I'm just saying, it's hard to say that it was earned.